What's up guys, it's Alex, the Aussie Gamer Chick here, and today I'm going to be talking about an event that I went to last week. So I was invited by Wargaming to head to the Gold Coast in Queensland to play World of Tanks on Xbox One, plus I got to do something a little bit exciting in real life. So what they had set up for us, us meaning me, a couple other YouTubers and some journalists, we went up to the Gold Coast and we actually got to ride in some tanks, some real life tanks, which was like the coolest thing in the world. So we drove like an hour away from the Gold Coast. I'm not entirely sure up or down, I don't know, I'm bad with geography, if that's what it's called. Anyway, we drove for about an hour to this sort of rural farm sort of house. It was a private lot, I'm guessing, where this guy has actually got, he had like 4 tanks set up in his backyard, which was like this big field. It was awesome. We were like driving in, I was like, holy crap, this is real. So yeah, we arrived, we got like a brief history lesson, and then we got to just like play around in these tanks. So they were huge, and like some of it, there were 2 sort of smaller ones, which when I made smaller, they're still like bigger than a car, but small compared to the 2 bigger ones, which were big, as you can imagine. They were like full-size tanks. So we were able to like play around on them for like, I think it was maybe like half an hour, maybe, I'm guessing like around half an hour, maybe an hour. So yeah, we were literally just climbing all over these tanks, we were jumping inside them. We got to push some buttons, but not all buttons. We had to be careful because these tanks were like still all ready to go, like they were a-okay to drive and there was nothing wrong with them, so if we pressed the wrong button then something bad could happen and someone could get hurt. So yeah, we had to be careful what we were pressing, but there was like no limits apart from that. Like he didn't care what we were jumping on, what we were stepping on. He was just like, yeah, have fun on these tanks because that's what they're for. Now, but me being in Canberra, for those of you that are outside of Australia, Canberra is the capital and we have the War Memorial here in Canberra, which means there's lots of sort of, I've seen tanks before, so when I got there I was like, oh yeah, these are cool, but I have never actually like gotten in a tank before. So once I started getting in the tank, I was like, oh crap, I get it now. These are awesome. Like I didn't expect to have so much fun just sort of playing around in a tank. I know that sounds stupid, who wouldn't have fun playing around in a tank? But I wasn't expecting to have that much fun. But yeah, it was so much fun. So after we got to play around in like a stationary tank for a little bit, we got into groups of 6 and we got to actually sit in a tank and go for a ride, for like a 20-minute ride or something, which was awesome. So the tank had been fitted out, so it had like 2 sort of seats that could fit 3 people in it. So it wasn't like what a typical tank would look like. It had like sort of the inside sort of fitted, so it was sort of more comfortable for people to just ride in. But still, it was awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even explain how awesome it was. But after that, something very interesting happened. So you guys may know Chamchong. I'm sure you guys know who Chamchong is. And I'm guessing some of you will probably know who Elliot is, or Muzelk. If you guys don't know who they are, I'll have their channels linked in the description below. But those 2 had actually beat the rest of us in a competition of World of Tanks. They had ranked the highest. So those 2 got to go in the main tank that hadn't been fitted out. Like it was the original tank. They got to go in it while they ran over a car. So yeah, we got to witness a tank rolling over a car. I'm going to play this clip for you because it's cool. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. It broke the tank! That would be... That comes back. the car did put up a bit of a fight. The actual front sort of bumper or mud flap or whatever it is on the front of the tank actually got like knocked off. But the guy said that those things are designed to fall off easily so they don't get like tangled up in the tank when they're out in war and stuff. But yeah, after that, because we didn't actually get a ride in the actual sort of non-fitted out tank, the non-comfy tank, like the legit tank that had not been fitted for comfort at all, we actually, when the guy was putting the little tanks away, like 5 of us decided to just like jump on top of the tank, which, you know, is definitely a smart thing to do, right? So literally he's just like, try and find something to hold on to while we drive back. And that was so much fun. Just like sitting on top of a tank, not secured in with a seatbelt or anything, and this little tank just like driving its way to get parked in a garage. It doesn't sound cool, but it was literally like one of the funnest things of that day. But yeah, so that day was awesome. Now I want to talk quickly about World of Tanks. I had never actually played the game before, so I do know that the game has been on like the PC and the 360 before. I never got around to playing it on the 360. So this was the first time I had played World of Tanks at this event, and it was on the Xbox One. Now I don't know why, but you know, because it had tanks in it and you're playing a tank, I sort of associated it with racing games, how you know, controlling a car. And I'm not a huge fan of racing games, but as I should have really realized, it's more of a like first-person shooter or a shooter game than, I don't know, than a racing game. Like, it should have really clicked in my head beforehand because it's a tank game. But yeah, I don't know, I had a lot more fun in it than I was expecting. Like, it's not just, you know, gunning your tank and running into people, although I did see quite a few people doing that at the event. Yeah, you really have to like position yourself well, so, because like, you can get destroyed just as quickly as other people, like, no duh, like you can in all shooters. But yeah, you have to find like hills that you can park just below so you can shoot a tank and the tank can't shoot you. Like, that's fun, trying to find like spots where you can shoot people and other people can't shoot you. It's like, yeah, a sniper, but with a really, really big gun. The one thing that I was not used to was the controlling of the tank, because with, you know, shooters, I'm used to being able to run and gun and just like do 360s and shoot people no scopes. Yeah, because I can do that. But no, with this game, I found it a little difficult to maneuver the tank. Like, sometimes I'd figure out how to drive forward and then I'd stop to shoot someone and then I'd try and drive forward again, and I ended up going backwards and I turned the tank around, and yeah, I was going backwards for most of the time, and so that was a little tricky to get my head around, but other than that, it was so fun. So yeah, the game is actually free on the Xbox One, so you guys can download it if you guys wish to have a go for yourself. Yeah, you don't have to pay, which is great, so you can play it and see if you like it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. So yeah, that was my little vlog video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't really know what these are called. I'm gonna call it a vlog, kind of, yeah, because I went out in the real world and filmed some stuff. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you hit that like button, it'd be absolutely amazing. And if you're new, I'd love it if you subscribe. I cannot talk today. That's alright. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye!